Right, that's right.
Yeah.
And then,
There were 5 Max.
so it was Herb, Herb, Ellen, and then who else? Herb,
Ellen, Aunt Maddie.
Maddie. She was down on Trimmer.
There
I
was
remember
one
her.
I didn't even know. Edward. He went to California.
Who is it?
Edward.
Edward. He was a Max. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Edward, that's 4. One more.
Dad. Martin.
Martin.
My
Right,
dad.
right.
Yeah.
So that was your dad. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
And
it's
then
confusing when you don't rehearse
Right,
it, you know,
right,
when you don't.
right.
and then Martha was a Maxwell as well.
Pardon?
Martha Quinn.
Yeah,
She was a Maxwell as well.
yeah. I had Martha and Jim
Right.
and me.
Okay.
Hey,
And
who
they
was
adopted Pat. Or,
who was
Hey.
the Welsh? The Welsh wasn't Welsh. There's a headstone up in St. John's that
Oh,
was
there was
Welsh, and I thought that was
tons of Welsh.
that. How were they related? Was it that must have been a
On-
married into
On
one
the
of?
Maxwell side,
She must have been.
Grandma Maxwell, Dad's dad, there was 5. Mother was a Welsh.
Was the Welsh?
Yeah.
That was nice, and I trimmed. No, that was there. I trimmed that headstone one time. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Somebody sent me a check for like $50.
Yeah.
So we were up there, and I couldn't find the Maxwell. I couldn't find the headstone. And I was
What,
going
now?
crazy. I couldn't find it. I knew
They
it was
took
there. I
the
knew it was there. I knew it was
headstone.
there. And all of a sudden, there was this big bush,
Yeah.
and I pulled it aside, and there it
There
was.
it
I was like,
was,
I was
yeah.
never forget. I was searching and searching. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, I know it's here somewhere.
Right. And they pulled those bushes out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Jimmy and I, we did it. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Then we put Dad's truck and we loaded everything up. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
We went up there yesterday, I think, to
Oh, yeah?
we always do our cemeteries. I love
yeah.
going to the cemeteries.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we were up there. I think yesterday we went up there,
There's
saw
a
Mom and
whole-
Dad.
There's
Yeah.
so many. Maybe once a year they take me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, we went up and saw Sister St. James, at Holy Sepulchre. Remember that one?
Right.
Martin, you and I, we went up there that was fun.
I don't think I know where she's in with nuns. I
Yes.
can see
Yeah.
She's
a bunch of.
where the chapel is in front. She's in the sisters plot right to the left.
Oh, really? Her sister, Aunt Martha, Maddie, lived with Aunt Ellen during the war, and they worked together. Yeah.
And there's a story that Ben, I guess, worked there too, and he was colorblind, and he was putting the live hand grenades in with the dummy hand grenades, and I guess it was quite the bad thing where they had to go and go through all the inventory, and I guess he didn't. Nobody told him, or he couldn't tell the difference. He didn't know.
Well, it was the red.
I
And
don't
the,
know if that might have been a made-up story, but I don't know.
No, it was the red and the green wires.
Yeah.
The red and the green wires and the grenade. He didn't know the difference.
Did any of you kids inherit that color blindness?
Quinn.
Not us.
It's
Our
no,
son is. Quinn
Huh?
is.
Is
Quinn, our son, is colorblind. Yeah, but none of the Morgans.
I
Us.
thought that came from the mother.
My father's colorblind.
Was he?
Yeah, so both of the grandfathers are colorblind.
Oh.
Ben and my dad.
Oh my!
So Quinn got it.
It was to be.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
With 2 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there anything now in this modern world of ours that can be done about it?
You know what? There's a pair of glasses that you can put on, and then you can see. We actually got them for Quinn. some eyeglasses you can put on, and then you can tell the differences between all the colors.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called enchroma. Yeah.
Enchroma.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because my father was colorblind.
Wow.
Yeah.
How, anybody else in the family, your side of the family? Anybody else, the kids or grandkids or
No,
no?
not. No. Uh-huh.
Yep. Ben was colorblind. Oh boy, was he colorblind. We'd always say, we'd be driving and it would be, hey, Dad, it's red, and he'd, oh, yeah, I knew he We always had to help him out,
Uh-huh. And
Raymond and Sons. Yep. Morgan and Sons.
and they had, and they delivered milk
Right.
in Spencerport.
And then when my grandpa died, so that was Joseph, when he died early, then I think that's when Grandma Morgan moved to Mill Street.
Not for a long time. Well, for
And then Herb and Elma lived there next to him.
Yeah.
My mom and dad lived upstairs in the apartment when they got married after Dad came back from Korea.
yeah.
Yep.
And my father, God love him, he was so good to Aunt Ellen.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh. But that's what you did for your
Yeah.
family. See, they were double cousins. That's where that comes in. With sister and brother married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And that's why they were so close. Because Ellen was Dad's sister. Joe was Mom's brother. Yeah. So.
Ooh.
And so we had double cousins. And they were just like sisters and brothers.
Wow.
We were so close.
Right.
And we went to the same school. And you know where my parents lived. Or don't you? On Ridge Road.
On Ridge Road. Ridge and Col... No, not in Culver.
Ridge-
That was...
Ridge Road West. Out. Yeah. It's a disaster now.
Oh, is it still there, though?
It's so sad. Yeah.
So it's not in the family anymore?
No.
No.
Dad never wanted us to keep it.
Wow.
He said it was too much work. It was 100 years old. And
Wow.
he said it was too old to...
Right. I remember Grandma Morgan. The one thing I remember about her is, I always tell the story. When we were at Grandma's, or we were at the Mill Street, so Dad bought that, probably that was the same land. Grandma Morgan would have us, we'd have to knock on the door and sing, "Who's that knocking at my door? Who's that knocking? It's Barnacle Bill the Sailor." She used to make us. She wouldn't open the door unless we sang.
And that's just like her.
Was it?
It
Yeah.
was so much fun. Aunt Mattie and her were great fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Aunt Maddie, she was on like Trimmer or off of Union Street.
Yeah, they had
Yep.
a little house there.
Yep,
for
little
a
yellow
long
house.
time.
I used to spend time with her. She would always be baking pies. Was she a big baker? She was always baking pies, and she'd always make a little pie or let me help her and make a little. She had these little baking tins, and we'd do little pies. I just barely remember that.
We all still talk about her lemon pie.
Right.
Nobody ever made better.
So Aunt Maddie
Lemon.
was my grandma Ellen Morgan's
Sister.
sister, right? And then
My godmother.
and Uncle Herb was a brother, and Aunt Alma was Aunt Alma was sister.
No,
No.
Alma was Herb's wife.
Oh, so they were married. Somebody told me they were just brother and sister moving together.
No.
Uncle Herb was an
They're-
awful driver. I
they're-
remember he was an awful driver.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Alma was Herb's you know this, first wife,
Oh, yeah.
sister. I just,
First wife's sister. So he married.
Esther.
I don't remember.
No, I barely remember. You wouldn't.
So Esther was his first wife, and then she died, and then she married her sister.
But Pat, it's so funny. This is a great family story. They lived together. They had, Elma and Esther had 5 children. And they were quite young. I don't know how young because they were a lot older than me. One was my brother's age, but the rest were older. And Elma, Esther's sister, went to take care of them. And when Herbert, the youngest, left, did you ever hear this? Elma said to Herbert, I'm moving out. And he said, why? Because we're not married. So he married her. Then, but they were never married. But they were raising these kids, and it was okay, you know.
So they weren't married.
No.
So that was probably bad back then, right?
No, it was a sister-in-law helping
Oh,
a
I
brother-in-law.
see.
No, there was no scandal, but she wasn't staying.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
And then they got married.
after all.
So that's why he married her, because she threatened to move out. And
Well,
then what
you
did
know-
everybody think? Right?
But, you know, that Uncle Herb was like that too, you know. He was kind of
He used to
He
skip
was a-
pages when he used to read to us, and it was always he'd skip pages. I think he just wanted to get it over. And he used to fall asleep in that chair with us on his lap.
oh, I remember that. You remember that chair.
Yeah,
He
it's
was
not-
a big man.
He was a big man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
with a big stomach on him.
beer gut. Yeah.
Wow, was it a beer gut? He was a
Oh,
drinker.
it was a big beer gut. Yeah, yeah.
Were they all drinkers, or yeah, they're all drinkers.
No.
Like Aunt Elmer and.
No, none of them. Aunt Maddie and Ellen, like a glass of wine nowadays, now and then. And my father never drank. Never.
I remember Maddie and Elma, and it was probably there was 3 or 4 of them. When Ellen moved up to Union Street in the apartments, I can remember them getting together playing cards, and they would smoke. And Elma had cigarettes in the freezer, in her freezer, and it was like a hush hush. But I can remember when
I never knew
they would
that.
sit around. I think they played cards. She
Yeah,
must have
they
probably.
had a card
They were,
club.
yeah, they were probably always babysitting for me. I was, like I said, I remember Aunt Maddie. So Mom and Dad, they were probably working, and I don't know why I was over there, but it was just me. So, yeah. And I
Well,
mean,
the
Grandma
rent
Morgan
didn't
would
work.
always make us comb her hair. She'd love to have her hair combed. I was telling you that story there. It was, oh gosh.
Yeah. So,
If only I could remember all these things. So you forget your childhood, but I can still remember Aunt.
Oh,
I
but
still
it's-
remember Aunt Maddie. She was really nice to me. I remember that. Yeah.
she was fun. Yeah. And she was the old maid. So back then, she'd go where they needed help in the family.
Wow. Right. So she was an old maid. She never married.
I heard this later in life, because we always wondered but didn't dare ask. And that she had a boyfriend and he died. And so she never got another.
Wow, right.
Yeah.
What was her profession? Did she work or no?
Oh, she was sick half life. There's a whole story about her. And my mother took care of her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was she young?
She was the youngest of the five.
I mean, when she
of us.
passed away, she was young when she passed away, or
Oh,
no?
no. I don't know how old she was.
The Morgan Bible might have that stuff
Oh,
in it. So.
I got it all written down now.
You guys got a family Bible with like? Did you guys write everything down in the Bible like that?
Mike's got it, but there's not much in it.
Right.
No.
Boy, Lorraine really did a good job. In the back of the Bible, she wrote all the dates and births and deaths in the back of the
Did
Bible.
she?
She did a good job, yeah. So if you ever need information, or somebody needs information, send them my way. Actually, Maggie has it, but I could give the information to Maggie.